Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again here on YouTube. Today we continue on with my WCW pay-per-view collection. We're on to Slamboree next then. So I'm going to show you the VHS tapes and the custom Blu-ray and DVDs I have for Slamboree. Before I show you 1993 Slamboree, I'll show you this best of set I have. So the best of WCW NWO Volume 3, Slamboree and Starcade. It's a kind of twin pack. I believe these best ofs were released in the US individually and not paired like this. Apologies if I've got that wrong though. Yeah, this only went up to 3 volumes in this best of series. So this one has a 15 certificate here in the UK. Awesome highlights of the world's greatest wrestling battles. And I don't know if it was just volume 3 or the other volumes came with a pink case, but yeah, this one has a pretty pink case. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of sun damage to the spine, as you can see. It's like bleached a little, so I'm going to have to replace this cover at some point. I think there was like a sticker there of some sort that's been peeled off. And yes, we have the age certificate, the Warner Brothers logo, volume 3 there, and that classic WCW NWO logo, and the screenshots of the two Slamboree and Starcade pictures from the front, screenshots, whatever, and the tape. And in this one, guys, we have one of those calendar things I wanted to show you from a previous video. I said one of them would end up having it in, and I noticed it before I began filming, sorry. So yeah, this little pamphlet thing. So we have again the WCW NWO logo. The world's greatest wrestling action available to own on video. 2000 release date calendar, which is awesome. And yeah, we open it up. So we have available on video in 3 fantastic ranges. So you have the pay-per-view specials, never before seen coverage of the USA pay-per-view special events, the best of series, which is from this box set, which I'm showing you now. Catch the highlights of pay-per-view specials with the WCW best of series, and the WCW Superstar Series. Follow the rise to stardom of the greatest players in professional wrestling with the WCW Superstar Series. And then it has forthcoming release dates. There's the list of all the, or then back in 2000, the release schedule, which is pretty cool. Wish we had something like that nowadays as DVD and Blu-ray collectors of wrestling for, say, like AEW and Ring of Honor and TNA. So we got a little bit of notice of when they're due to be released, so we can put our money aside, just set some dollar aside ready to purchase the new releases, just like we did back then for the WCW VHS tapes and the WWF, WWE tapes and DVDs, etc. Collect them all on video. Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, this opens up a bit further. So we have win WCW videos. To apply for your chance to win a complete set of WCW videos to be released by Warner Home Video in 2000, just answer 3 WCW questions, beg your pardon, guys, outlined below by ticking the correct box and filling in the WCW tiebreaker. So these are really difficult questions, I think, so let's have a look. Whose signature move is the Jackhammer Powerbomb? Wow, I've never heard of that one before. Jackhammer Powerbomb, hey? So we got a choice of either Goldberg, Sting, or Hulk Hogan for that one, guys. What is Kevin Nash also known as? Cool Kid, Masked Moroder, or Big Sexy? Gotta be Cool Kid, surely. Who is notorious for wearing red and yellow? Is it Hulk Hogan, Lex Luger, or Chris Benoit? Now, this is kind of a trick question because I swear I've seen Chris Benoit in red and yellow like tights before, trousers or whatever. You know, the bottom half he used to wear. I'm sure he had like yellow ones with red, what looked like cut marks, Wolverine kind of slash marks. You know what I mean? Am I allowed to use the word slash? Anywho, moving on. Yeah, please complete the following tiebreaker in no more than 15 words in an original and witty manner. I watched WCW because... Now, guys, what would you put there? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear some funny, you know, tiebreaker, original with witty mannered answers there. If you were to have filled this out back then. I'll probably post mine in the comments as well if some of you guys want to answer that one. It's up to you. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Once completed, fold the questionnaire, dampen the gum strip. You know, yeah, as you can see, the gum strip already looked like it's dampened. It did kind of stick together. So I promise you, that's just the gum strip, though, guys, not anything else. Yeah, and then continuing on with all this other information of where to post it to. And yes, I wish to receive information of new products and services. No, I do not wish to receive information. What else have they got on here then? So, oh, there's more questions. Tell us about yourself. I currently watch WCW on, well, I used to watch it on Channel 5 and TNT here in the UK when I was a kid. I watched the following wrestling shows on TV: WCW, WWF, others, please specify. So ECW probably would have gone in there as well. I think that was on Bravo in the late 90s. I buy the following wrestling videos. Again, same kind of answer. And how many wrestling videos have you bought? And how many of these are WCW? How are you supposed to put the number in that small box? What if it was like triple figures, or you know what I mean? Well, I doubt it would have been for WCW, but you know what I mean? I don't think they had like 100 videotapes released in the UK in total, that is. Maybe if you include the US ones. Anyway, moving on, I'm droning on, waffling on, whatever. Where do you buy your WCW videos from? You got Choice Air Woolworths, WH Smith, Asda, HMV Virgin. Who's your favourite wrestling character? I notice Ric Flair's not an option. Anyway, what newspapers do you buy on a regular basis? I mean, why do they need to know that for? What's that? How is that wrestling related? What the fuck? What wrestling magazines do you buy on a regular basis? Oh, I remember WOW, Wow magazine, World of Wrestling, I think it was. Front Loaded. Who remembers Loaded magazine? Ooh. Shoot, Big. Others, please specify. WCW as well. I noticed they didn't put WWF on there. What is your preferred radio station? I mean, again, what's that got to do with WCW? Do you watch WCW on your own, with friends, with family, other? Which type of wrestling videos do you prefer? Coverage of pay-per-views, compilations, or star profiles? And then you've got to put your details and your age and your gender. And you can't put non-binary and all this other nonsense because it's not, you know, not available to tick. And then on the other side we have more address details, I guess. Let me just... Oh no, I've already read that one too. Sorry, this is confusing how they've laid this out. And then if I flip it, and it's yeah, basically like that. So yeah, that's that calendar pamphlet thing, guys. Sorry, I waffled on for a bit with that, didn't I? Apologies. Let's get on with the video properly now. Even though we are getting on with it, you know, it's just a bit of fun. It's good to see all that kind of stuff. You know, those little things like pamphlets from back 25 years ago. Some interesting shit, it really is. But yeah, that's the best of WCW, Slamboree and Starrcade. I'll quickly show you the back because I forgot to do that. And there we go, with a runtime of 114 minutes. Yeah, that's the third volume, sorry, of the from the best of WCW NWO pay-per-view series. So let's move on to the pay-per-views now. So I don't have the VHS tape for this because it didn't get a UK release, but I do have the custom DVD of it, and that's Slamboree, a Legends Reunion from 1993. One moment, one ring, one mega event. So we have pictures of Ric Flair, Sting, Wahoo McDaniel, and Dusty Rhodes gracing the cover artwork there. Turner Home Entertainment as well. Classic WCW badge. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my hand. Again, I've said to you guys before, apologies for how disgusting it is. It's the skin all cracked and peeling from the condition I've had when it swelled up a few weeks ago. So apologies for that. Let's move on anyway. So here we go. Here's the spine with the Slamboree 93 logo. I'm not sure if I like that logo. It's a bit, I don't know. I've never been a fan of joined up handwriting or anything like that. I like to write. I like neat writing, obviously, but I prefer it all not joined up, if that makes sense. The stars: Sting, Ravishing Rick Rude, Cactus Jack, Ricky Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes, Brian Pillman, plus many more WCW superstars. The Legends: Dusty Rhodes, Lou Thesz, Wahoo McDaniel, Ric Flair, and the Fabulous Moolah. We've got screenshots of Vader and Bulldog at the bottom there. And I'm really sorry, guys. I can't work out who that is in the top picture there. In the top screenshot. It's kind of hard to pick. You probably pick it up better on camera, but it looks really blurry. It's hard to see who that is. I don't want to say the wrong wrestlers. First guess would have been Jeff Jarrett, but he didn't have short hair back then as not Jeff Jarrett. Sorry, guys. There's no point me trying to guess anyway. Moving on. Yes, a World Championship Wrestling is proud to present Slamboree Legends Reunion, featuring wrestling stars of the past reunited in fierce competition. To top off the event, the wrestling stars of today will battle for the WCW and NWA World Heavyweight titles. One moment, the greatest legends in history will, of the sport reunite. One ring, will former feuds be forgotten or will rivalries be rekindled? One mega event, witness the ultimate brawl for it all. All this at the first ever Slamboree, and it has a runtime of 180 minutes as well, guys. And here's the disc for that one. So yeah, that's Slamboree, a Legends Reunion from 1993. Moving on to 1994 with the VHS tape first of all. So we have a Legends Reunion, Sting and Vader on the front cover artwork there. Is that them in the picture on the bottom? I don't think that is. I'm not sure who that is. That could be Ric Flair getting slammed by somebody. So that looks like his boots. Apologies if I got that wrong. But yeah, again, Sting versus Vader. Classic WCW logo. Here's the spine for that one. Vader in the picture at the top. Turner Home Entertainment. Here's the VHS tape for that. It looks professionally done, and it's like this videogram is exempt from BBFC classification, which is what you get in the UK. But I don't think this was an official release in the UK. This is what I've always found very confusing. Again, it was exempt. As a collector, I was only under the impression this only got a US release and not a UK release. So I'm sure this could be just one of those custom or a pirate copy or whatever. Because if you look on the bottom, it doesn't even have like the printed, like I showed you in previous videos, the printed text that is an official one. But it does look very well put together. And when I did play it, it plays okay. The picture is absolutely perfect. So, and I was looking to sell this one at some point, but I don't know if I want to keep hold of it now. I don't know. I'm quite fussy like that. Anyway, yes, there's a lot of text there. If you wanted to read that, guys, 180-minute runtime. I'll go over the matches on the custom DVD of this, so you know what the matches were. So here we are with the custom DVD version. So the front cover is the same as the VHS counterpart, with exception of Sting being on the spine this time. If you see what I mean, like, guys, Vader, Sting, and yeah, they stuck to the same logo again with all the joined up handwriting kind of shit. There's the disc and match listing on this one, which is what I prefer instead of that Fremantle crap. Even though it's not Fremantle, you know what I mean, guys. International World Heavyweight title match between Sting and Vader, as we established now on the last two, you know, showing you both of the front covers, that is. World Tag Team title match between teams of Cactus Jack teaming with Kevin Sullivan against the Nasty Boys. I was getting confused then. I was going to say Cactus Jack against Kevin Sullivan for the tag titles. Anyway, World Heavyweight title match between Ric Flair and Barry Windham. We had Dustin Rhodes take on Bunkhouse Buck. Larry Zbyszko against Steven Regal. Terry Funk versus Tully Blanchard. And Steve Austin, stunning Steve Austin, against Johnny B. Bad. And then, if I didn't say already, that's a 180-minute runtime for that one. But I think I said that on the VHS tape. Moving on to 1995, I don't have a VHS tape for that, but I do have the custom DVD. So WCW Rages Through the Ages. Continue with the A Legends Reunion subtitle. Sorry guys, I thought I was going to sneeze then. Apologies. Yeah, so Ric Flair returns to the ring seeking revenge. We have Hulk Hogan and... is that Abdullah the Butcher there? No, that's Vader, beg your pardon, I think. That's Vader. Sorry, Leon White, I didn't mean to insult you. Or even if it was an insult or a compliment, or no disrespect to Abby either. Is Ric Flair dropping his knee on someone on the mat there? Not quite sure who that is. Yeah, so again, Slamboree 1995. Still with the joined up kind of handwriting thing, text. Hulk Hogan on the spine. Turner Home Entertainment. Custom disc. And the match listing on the back. So this one apparently has a never before seen exclusive interviews with the legends. I haven't got around to watching this yet, so I wouldn't know if that's on this disc, but I'm pretty sure it would be. I hope so anyway. Anyway, so we have the main event tag team match. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage taking on Ric Flair and Vader. Sting versus Big Bubba in a lights out match, anything goes. We have Alex Wright, Das Wunderkind, World Television title match against Arn Anderson. Got the Butcher against Kevin Sullivan. World Tag Team titles are on the line as Harlem Heat defend the championship against, or championships against challengers Nasty Boys. Harlem Heat with Sister Sherry for this one. We have the Great Muta also on this pay-per-view, taking on Paul Orndorff. And we have Wahoo McDaniel against Dick Murdoch in a... two of wrestling's most legendary superstars. I thought it was a match type of some sort. Sorry, guys. But yeah, two legends against each other. Cool. 1996 next then, guys. So we have no VHS tape again, but straight onto the custom DVD. What goes up must come down hard. Okay. Not sure what I think of that tagline. Anyhow, the Giant versus Sting for the World Heavyweight title, plus the Lethal Lottery. And remember the Lethal Lottery from one of the Starcades. Was it 1991? I think it was 1991. But anyway, yeah, we got a really awesome picture there, screenshot, whatever, of Sting pressing Ric Flair above himself there. Pretty cool. Big show on the spine of this one. Or the Giant, sorry guys. Forgot it's the Giant in WCW, isn't it? Disc. There's the Big Show again, guys. No, it's the Giant. It even says it there, Bunny. I know. World Heavyweight title match between the Giant, not the Big Show. Well, it's the Giant against Sting. Then we got the Lethal Lottery. The wildest free-for-all wrestling history. In wrestling history, sorry, guys. With pairings of friend versus friend and bitter enemies on the same team. So we have Road Warrior Hulk and the total package of Lex Luger against Road Warrior Animal and Booker T. Convenient how that ended up becoming like, you know, with both the Road Warriors on opposite teams for that match. We got Booty Man. Oh, dear God. Teaming up with Rick Steiner to take on Sergeant Craig Pittman and Scott Steiner. Again, with the convenience of the draw with the Steiner brothers on opposing teams. Macho Man Randy Savage and Ric Flair against Arn Anderson and Eddie Guerrero. Taskmaster and Chris Benoit versus Public Enemy. Now, how the fuck did Public Enemy get the draw together on the same team? They must be really lucky. But yeah, this also reminds me of the Joker's Wild concept in TNA, the Lethal Lottery. I do like those kind of lottery tournaments with the tombolas, drawing out the numbers and stuff. Good stuff. Interesting. That's just me, though. I'm strange. Cruiserweight title match, Dean Malenko versus Brad Armstrong. And we have the US Championship on the line as Conan takes on Jushin Thunder Liger. Plus much more, crammed into 180 minutes again. And then a little screenshot at the top there of the Stinger. I think he's drop kicking the Big Show, the Giant. It doesn't look like the Giant there, does it? But it is, because that's who he's drop kicking. Or is he drop kicking Big Show? Anyway, enough of that shit now. Moving on, 1997. I do have the VHS tape to show you. So we got Slamboree. Gridiron Grudge Match. Reggie White versus Steve Mongo McMichael. And then we have on the photo there, Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, and is that Kevin Green maybe? I don't know. Apologies if I've got that wrong. We'll have a look in a sec anyway. Again, with the awesome border, with the nuts and bolts, like the steel kind of metallic border from these UK exclusive mail order VHS tapes from back in the day. They kept the joined up text again, just changed colour to red this time. There's the spine. So this one's number 3003 of 23 of these mail order exclusive tapes that got released from WCW in the UK. So we'll open it up, and there's the tape itself. And we have some interior artwork to show you. I think I might have missed that in previous videos, and I do apologise if that's the case, guys. So we got, if you want more information about WCW video releases, or if you experience any problems obtaining WCW videos, telephone that number, or fax. Oh my God, I remember fax machines. Awesome. Or write to WCW Video app. So where's the internet details? I'm only kidding, guys. Where's their website? And crazy times. Yeah, but this is what we had to put up with back in those days. Make me sound like a fucking dinosaur now, but yeah. So we had like a telephone number which sounds like a mobile or cell phone number beginning with 07, fax machines, or just writing to them and just hope they reply after like a couple of weeks, maybe a month later, 6 months later. So we have Spring Stampede 97, Uncensored 97, the Slamboree I'm showing you now from 1997, the Great American Bash and Bash at the Beach from 1997, and Full Brawl 97, and Road Wild 97. Yeah, the Road Wild, and I think one of the sold outs didn't have this like metallic border. They just looked kind of different to the other ones. I'm not sure why. But again, on the inside interior artwork, you can see the metallic border. Very similar, but yeah. So that's the interior artwork for that one, guys. And then on the back we have oh, we've gone back to this annoying Fremantle stuff again. No match listing, sorry guys. It might be on the, no, it's not even on the custom one either. That sucks. But yeah, if you want to pause and read, otherwise this video is going to go on for ages. But yeah, this one had a exempt from BBFC classification certificate here in the UK. 165-minute approximate runtime. But yeah, Slamboree 97 on VHS. Custom DVD version. This time we've moved the Gridiron Grudge match advert from the bottom to the top and swapped it with the logo and put that at the bottom. We've kept the same picture though of Piper, Flair and random other dude who I don't know who that is at the moment. Sorry, I still didn't find out, did I, guys? That's because we didn't have a match list. And let's see if I can find out on the back. Green Bay Packer Reggie White. Ah, there you go. That's who it is, Reggie White. I think, guys. I think. Is it? No, it's not. What am I on about? That isn't Reggie White. We were on about Reggie White just now. I don't know, guys. It's one of them fucking days. Kevin Green. It's got to be Kevin Green. I got it right first time when I was talking about the VHS. I don't know. Anyway, we have some screenshots to show you. We got DDP and, is that Macho Man maybe? Randy Savage? DDP putting his crutch in Savage's face. Or is it Luger? I don't know. And we have Mongo and Reggie. Get it right, Bunny, is Reggie. Reggie White and Steve Mongo McMichael locking horns there in that screenshot. And then who's that on the bottom? Now that one is a tricky one. That could be Rey Mysterio. But I'm not sure who his opponent is there. Quickly scan through the text. And I can't see anything there. Sorry, guys. Oh, it doesn't help out not having the match listing. This is so frustrating. Let's move on to 1998. Yeah, 1998 next. I don't have the VHS tape for this one anymore, sadly. Maybe I'll get them back again one day, the ones I'm missing. But yeah, here's the custom DVD of it. So we have, well, it's the Giant on the left, no, right hand side. Looking at Sting, Kevin Nash, and what is Scott Hall looking at? Wow. Oh, it has to be one of those kind of videos, doesn't it? You know, just to, yeah, just to spice up the mood or whatever. Again, kept the red Slamboree logo the same for 1998. Metallic border again with the nuts and bolts. And there's the disc for that one. Spine for that one. And yes, hallelujah. We have a match listing. But before we cover that, let's have a look at these screenshots. We have Sting at the top there. We have Goldberg with the US Championship. Lex Luger applying the torture rack on, I think that's Brian Adams. Bret Hart with the sharpshooter applied to Randy Savage. Is that Bischoff on a motorcycle? I think it is. Yes, we have Sting and the Giant versus the Outsiders with Dusty Rhodes for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Excuse me, guys. Special guest referee Roddy Piper for the Bret Hart versus Randy Savage match. WCW US Heavyweight title match between Bill Goldberg and Perry Saturn. Bowery cage deathmatch between Raven and Diamond Dallas Page. Ultimo Dragon takes on Eddie Guerrero with Chavo Guerrero, and more. Now that Slamboree sounds like a lot of fun to me. Moving on to 1999, I don't have the VHS tape for Slamboree 1999. It didn't get a UK release, only a US release. I do have a custom for Slamboree 99, which I'll get to shortly, guys, and you'll understand why. But I'm going to skip straight to Slamboree 2000 next, so VHS tape for that one. Who remembers this classic pay-per-view, hey? It was kind of fun, I guess. And they changed the logo as well. Well, they actually changed it for the 1999 Slamboree pay-per-view. So, yeah, with the kind of shark look again, as I said before, with the WCW logo. And that really cool-looking Slamboree logo as well, with the white slam and the red Boree. 3 cages, 2 warriors, 1 belt from May 7th, 2018 certificate here in the UK. Diamond Dallas Page and Slapnuts himself, Jeff Jarrett, on the front cover artwork with the triple-decker cage in the background, the 3 cages. Now this was, well, this is my opinion of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this accurate now. I'm pretty sure they did this to promote the Ready to Rumble movie, which I thought was fantastic. I loved that when that came out. Fantastic movie. I still go back to it every so often watching it now. I only have it on VHS, unfortunately. It didn't get a UK DVD release. It'd be a good one to have as a custom one day, maybe on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's a good movie in my opinion. But back to this anyway, guys. Yeah, and they had like David Arquette winning the world title, and yeah, David Arquette being a part of the Ready to Rumble movie. But as I said, I'm not too sure if it was related to, if it was to promote that or not. But yeah, sorry guys, just moving something out of the way. Anyway, let's move this flip it, sorry, to the sides to show you the spine. And yeah, again with both the old and new WCW logos for that. This one's sealed like the other one I showed you the other day. What was it? Spring Stampede 2000, the other week, sorry. And this one should have one of those calendar things. Yes, it does. They all do when they're sealed. Or if people decided to keep them and not throw them away when they've broken the seal, obviously. And then on the back we have a few screenshots to show you. So we have Hulk Hogan and Billy Kidman at the top there. Sting hitting Vampiro with an iron bar, I think that is, in the middle. And Scott Steiner, and who's that? Humorous? But I don't think he was called that. Then he was, yeah, Captain Hugh G. Rection. I'm not even making this shit up, guys. That's what he was called, Captain Rection. Hugh G, apparently. Yeah, so Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner against Captain Rection for the US title. Shane Douglas taking on Ric Flair. The franchise settles the score with the Nature Boy. Battle of the Black and White. We have Sting versus Vampiro. Out for the New Blood, or out for New Blood even. Hulk Hogan against Billy Kidman, plus 5 more slamming slugfests. Runtime of 170 minutes. For what it was, I did appreciate it. It does hold a lot of nostalgia for me. Slamboree 2000, and a lot of good memories, and some bad, obviously, because it was, getting near the demise of the company, unfortunately. But they tried everything they could to save the pay-per-view, to save the company, sorry, with all these different types of pay-per-views, and yeah, just bad guidance at the end, I guess, led to their downfall. But yeah, I don't mind that Slamboree. Some people hate it. It's like Marmite, I guess. You either love it or hate it. Let me know in the comments below if you do like Slamboree 2000. And last but not least, you'll understand now why I don't have a custom DVD of Slamboree 1999. Is because I have a Blu-ray of it in a Twin Classics set along with 2000. So with the screenshots there, we have I think I just about make out Bret Hart and DDP, and then we got Buff Bagwell for the 2001. I know I did say that Slamboree 1999 had the logo changed to that. I don't know why that logo's on being used for the 1999 one there. I think maybe the US VHS tape release. No, it didn't, did it? No, I don't know why that's like that then, guys. I don't know. But yeah, anyway. This is from WVM, my good friend Chad Stone. Put this together for me to save space on my shelf. And there's the disc. And there's the back. So Rick Steiner versus Booker T, Roddy Piper versus Ric Flair, Sting versus Goldberg from Slamboree 99. That's confusing me, guys. I'll tell you why it's confusing me, because I'm pretty sure Slamboree 99 has the match between Sting and Rick Steiner, and Scott Steiner has these Rottweilers at the back, and they like sick him on Sting, and Sting gets bit by Rottweilers. I swear that was Slamboree 99. That's why I paused for a minute to have a think. I'm probably wrong though, but yeah. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Hennig, the Total Package versus Buff Bagwell, Hulk Hogan versus Billy Kidman. That's from the Slamboree 2000. But yeah, I don't know why I've got my wires crossed with that. That seems to happen a lot when I start talking to you guys about WCW pay-per-views. I'm thinking, that didn't happen there. I swear that happened at a different pay-per-view. Like I got confused with the Dustin Rhodes Bunkhouse Buck match, thinking it was a Spring Stampede 94 or whatever it was, and it was actually Uncensored 95 maybe? Or the other way around. Again, confusing myself. Anyway, guys, I hope you had fun with this video. I had fun with it, and it's distracted me from my personal life and everything else. And sorry it's gone on for a bit too longer in comparison to the other WCW videos. That's because I was showing you that pamphlet earlier from the first VHS tape, the Best of WCW Volume 3. Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and stay safe. Look after yourselves. I'll catch you again soon for another video. Goodbye for now.